So, in this video, I thought I'd show you how to unlock the Ace 23 assault rifle. Now, it takes a bit of grinding, and it is actually the last listed assault rifle for the assault kit. However, it's not actually a points-based unlock. There are a series of assignments that you actually have to work through in order to obtain this weapon, and you have to be at least a minimum of level 10. But just before we get into all of that, I want to give you a little bit of background about this assault rifle. It's based on the Galil assault rifle, which was made in Israel. Now, this is the more updated model. It should be known as the Galil Ace 23 in Battlefield 4, but of course there was that thing about not using weapon names for certain manufacturers. So in Battlefield 4, it's just called the Ace 23. Its rate of fire is 770 rounds per minute. Now, in Battlefield 3, the M16 had a fire rate of 800 rounds per minute. So this thing is extremely manageable. It's really good for medium to long range in burst mode, and it's really good at close quarters as well. So, how do you actually unlock the Ace 23? Well, there are 3 tiers of assignments that you have to complete: bronze, silver and gold. Now, the cool thing about these assignments is that you're actually able to track them, which makes it really easy to find out how well you're doing in unlocking this weapon. If you move across to the assignment section on Battlelog, you're able to select each different assignment that you want to track, obviously then click track, and in-game Battlelog will show that while you're playing in the end of game screen. Also come back here as well and you can see just how far you're getting along with that assignment. I think that's quite cool. Now, as I mentioned just previously in the video, you have to be at least of level 10 in order to even start doing any of the 3 assignments that come to you. I don't know why that is an assignment. I guess they just don't want all these people with lower levels having what is arguably the best assault rifle in the game so early on. So once you've reached level 10, the first assignment that you'll need to complete is Assault Basic. Assault Basic requires you to obtain 7 kills with any assault rifle, so it doesn't really matter how far you are along with the assault class. You could pick the AK-12 or the AUG or whatever you want, just get 7 kills with an assault rifle. And the second point is obtain 11 heals. Now, that's not exactly difficult to do. If you can see your teammates grouping on a corner in Operation Locker, just chuck a med pack or a med bag behind them. You'll easily get those 11 heals. Once you've completed that assignment, you will unlock the Assault Basic dog tag, which is a dog tag. It doesn't really do much else. But what I'm really interested in is moving on to the next assignment. The second tier that you have to complete is in the silver section, and it's called Assault Veteran. Obviously, to start off, you have to be at least a level 10 because you need to have done Assault Basic first of all. So you must complete Assault Basic before it will even unlock Assault Veteran for you. Assault Veteran isn't actually much different to the basic one that we just completed. All you need to do is get 8 kills with an assault rifle, so that's only 1 more than the Assault Basic, and get 12 heals instead of 11. Once you've completed this assignment, I think you get a better prize for your troubles, because you get the Crimson Woodland camo. Now, with the camos in Battlefield 4, you don't just equip them to your weapons, or they're not specific to a weapon and things like that. Once you've unlocked the camo, you can put it on vehicles, weapons, on your secondaries and things like that. So once you've unlocked this, you can make yourself look badass on the battlefield. And finally, we come to Assault Expert. Now, this is the gold tier assignment that you have to complete, and the reward for this is unlocking the Ace 23. In order to complete this assignment, you have to have completed the previous 2 assignments in order to make sure that you actually unlock the 3rd assignment. And further on from that, you need to obtain 50 medkit ribbons, 200 kills with any assault rifle, and 10 assault rifle ribbons. Now, the first part of this assignment, obtain 50 medkit ribbons. Now, that's not actually that hard to do. As I said, all you have to do is drop a med pack or a med box behind people and just wait for the heals to roll in. In total, it means that you need to get 400 heals in order to complete the first tick box of this assignment. And once you've actually done that, you'll unlock the medkit medal as well, because that requires you to get 50 medkit ribbons. The second point is fairly self-explanatory, just get 200 kills with any assault rifle. And the third tick box is obtain 10 assault rifle ribbons. Now, requiring you to get 1 ribbon, you need to get 6 kills with any assault rifle. And add that into the 200 kills that you have to get anyway, the second and third tick boxes you can actually complete at the same time. And once you've completed all of those steps, you will be presented with your prize, which is the Ace 23 assault rifle. Now, it sounds like a lot to get the assault rifle, but it really isn't that difficult. I can imagine a lot of premium assignments in the future being much harder. I think they made this one relatively easy because it is only the start of the game. But the time that you put in and the thing that you actually get out of it, it's such a good deal because the weapon, for me at least, it's the best assault rifle in the game. As I mentioned at the start of the video, 770 rounds per minute. is really good for medium to long range as long as you know how to burst fire the gun correctly to keep that recoil down. And at close range, this thing absolutely decimates the enemy. When you first unlock the gun, you're presented with some iron sights. Now, they aren't the best in the world. I'd put them more along the lines of getting as bad as the FAMAS's iron sights, which are absolutely horrible. But they're not horrible to use either. If you can use it in close quarters combat, get a few hipfire kills in there, you'll unlock the Coyote red dot sight first of all. And that has actually become my favourite sight in the game because it's so big and it allows you to see so much through the sight. And it's got such a thin frame as well, you don't lose your enemy too often. Now, if you're like me and you like the infantry style battlefield maps instead of the larger open ones with vehicles and things like that, I'd suggest equipping a laser sight. Because this thing has such a high rate of fire and is so accurate anyway, at close range, as I said, it absolutely leathers the enemy, and having that laser sight will obviously help increase your hipfire accuracy. If you're more of a fan of those larger maps on the battlefield, then I'd probably say stay clear of the laser sight. There's no real need for it at those longer ranges, and it's just going to attract the enemy. One attachment that I would suggest for long range combat is of course the heavy barrel. It increases your long range accuracy, so if you are more of a fan of those larger maps, then that's definitely an attachment you should try out. If you are going to attach that heavy barrel, I'd seriously suggest an angled foregrip. That manages to keep your first shot recoil down by 33%. Now, of course, the heavy barrel increases muzzle crime by 50%, so having those two together sort of cancels out the higher recoil of the heavy barrel. If you're like me and you're using the laser sight, then I suggest the ergo grip. That thing reduces your hipfire accuracy by 50% when you're moving around. Now, in close quarter situations with infantry combat, especially on Operation Locker, which I really like playing by the way, it's definitely the attachment to have because it makes your gun so accurate when you're hip firing. So overall, I'm really impressed with the Ace 23. The satisfaction that you get from dropping somebody so quickly in close quarters, and if you can learn to control the recoil at long range, this thing is an absolute monster of a rifle. The Ace 23 really is worth your time doing those 3 assignments, and if I'm brutally honest, those assignments really don't warrant the reward you actually get. This gun is absolutely brilliant. As I said, it is the best assault rifle in the game. I can see a lot of people using it in the future. I'm just hoping that when those premium assignments come out, they bring in some weapons that can challenge it, because at the moment, I feel that the only thing that really comes close is the M416. But anyway guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please go away and unlock the Ace 23 and try it out. It really is a great weapon. But as I say, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you could leave a like, that would be great, and comments are always appreciated. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.